Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with a new video, of course. So today I'm showing y'all how to make a nice, easy, quick shrimp broccoli Alfredo. And yes, we're making the Alfredo sauce from scratch, and it's so quick and simple. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. So first things first, I'm gonna start by steaming a little bit of broccoli for like 4 to 5 minutes, so the broccoli is still nice and crunchy. Then I just set that to the side. Then after that, I started on the shrimp. So I just used a little bit of salt and pepper to season it. I didn't do anything crazy, but you do want to make sure you season every step of the way, because if not, it's gonna be bland, and you want to taste your food. So after that, I use a little bit of pepper, and then I just mix it up really quickly. And then after that, I was ready to go and put it in the pan and start cooking the shrimp. So I just used a little bit of olive oil, started cooking the shrimp, and I also didn't want to cook the shrimp all the way through. I cooked the shrimp for maybe like 2 minutes tops, and then I just took it out. And as you can see, it's still kind of translucent. You can tell I didn't really cook the shrimp fully through, because you're going to cook it fully along with the broccoli in the sauce at the end, the Alfredo sauce. And that's what we're about to start out with now. So again, use a little bit of olive oil. I'm doing it in the same pan because I don't want to clean up another pan. It doesn't really matter. So some oil, some vegetable oil, and a little bit of flour, and mix it up. You want to make kind of like a little quick roux, and that thickens up the sauce. So I added a little bit more olive oil just because it wasn't really coming together and it was going to be all clumpy, and we don't want a clumpy Alfredo sauce. So I just added a little bit more olive oil to it, stirred it up a little bit. And one thing with roux, when you're making roux for sauces or for like gumbo, or for, in this case, Alfredo, you want to make sure that the heat is high enough, but not too high so that it's burning everything. So you want to do like a nice medium high heat. Cook it for 3 to 4 minutes. You don't really want to cook it too long, because again, like I said, we're not making gumbo or anything, so we don't want the color to be too golden. But just a nice, I don't know, nice caramel, kind of off-white caramel color, something like that. So now I'm about to start making the Alfredo sauce, and it's not hard at all. So I'm going in with some heavy cream, as you saw, some salt and some pepper. Just do it to your taste. Again, like I said, the amounts will be in the description box below, so you'll be able to see all what I used. I used some cayenne pepper. You can leave it out if you don't like spicy foods. I'm from Maryland, so we love Old Bay in basically everything, so I'm putting Old Bay in mine. Also, that's Zatarain's crab and seafood boil. It adds a whole lot of complexity and like deep seafood flavor to it, more than just what the shrimp will really give you. So then I just mixed all of that up, and as you see, I turned the heat up a little bit, and I'm just stirring in the Alfredo sauce, just stirring it all together, making sure all the seasonings are nice and incorporated, and just getting it ready to put in the parmesan cheese. And as you see, I'm just showing you on the back of the spoon how it's kind of like thick, somewhat. It's getting there, but when we add the cheese to it, of course, it'll be nice and ooey gooey. So there we go. And you saw I added a little bit extra heavy cream as well. So I'm going in with the parmesan cheese now, and I'm just putting in there. I think I put about a cup. Again, check the description, you'll see all the amounts. So now I'm just stirring the parm in, and you want to let that cook for probably just like 30 seconds to a minute. It doesn't really need a lot of time because everything's already hot and the cheese is going to melt soon enough. So now I'm going in with the pasta, and I just cooked it based on the instructions on the box. You don't want to cook it too long. You want to make sure it's still nice and al dente and still has a nice bite in the center of it. You don't want it to be all mushy and stuff, because you still want the pasta to have some bite. Not a crunch, but some kind of bite still to it. So then I'm going in with the shrimp and the broccoli. That still needs to be cooked for a couple of minutes. I'm also going in with some roasted red bell pepper. You can leave it in. I mean, you can leave it out if you don't want that kind of flavor in it. But I like it's kind of like smoky flavor that it gives. So I added a little bit of that in there, and then I also added in some cherry tomatoes. I think they're like the heirloom kind, something from Whole Foods. So I'm just adding some cherry tomatoes in because this actually kind of reminds me of something that my mom used to make us when we were younger. She just used shrimp and just sliced up some tomatoes and some broccoli with spaghetti pasta and a little bit of like olive oil kind of pasta sauce. It wasn't Alfredo at all, but this right here kind of reminds me of that dish. So anyway, back to this dish. I just stirred it for another 30 seconds and then I covered it, put it on medium heat for like 10 minutes just so all of the sauce can seep into the broccoli. And now look, y'all, look at the finished product. This is so cheesy, and you actually know what's inside of the Alfredo sauce. It's not something that you just bought off the shelf, which is also fine, but this way you know exactly what's in it. So y'all, if you like the video, please let me know by leaving me a comment below. You can like this video and let me know what other things you'd like to see me make. So until next time, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.